What's going on, guys? Nick here with Ranch Armor. Very excited to do this install guide. This is on a brand new product, redesigned from the ground up. It's our new bolt-on racks for the Can-Ams. Now this is an HD11, but it will also work with prior models. The only one this specific model will not work with is the JL top that's made out of that composite. But if it has the plastic factory top, it will work. This is for the crew cab. Eventually we'll have them for the single cab, which will be a similar install guide that we'll get to later. But let's walk over here because there's going to be several different components and variations depending on what you order. We're going to start today with our low profile package, which can come in a pack 0, which is no light controller, no lights. It can come in a pack 1, which is just your overhead control box for wiring the lights that can attach to it, or what we call a pack 2, which will come with the controller, the front 50-inch light bar, and the rear lights, guys. Now, Coy's going to get into the hardware and the different pieces and go from there. All right, guys, now before we get into the hardware, let's go over the different packages and variations of our modular bolt-on rack. You've got a pack 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, and an E. There's 5 different packages technically. It's all modular, okay? So what we're doing right now and what we're gonna start with is our package 2, okay? That's gonna be a low profile rack setup, which is the most common and the most popular setup. And that's going to be a front 50 with rear pods, low profile, no additional upper racks. So let's get started there.
So you're going to get a hardware kit depending on the pack you order. So we're going to start off with the pack 0. So for that, and this is majority across the board, this is what you will need for tools. So you're going to need a 3/8 ratchet, a 3/8 extension, 9/16 wrench, 1/2-inch wrench, 7/16 wrench, and a 15 wrench. You're also going to need an impact of your choice. We choose Milwaukee, and a drill with a 3/8 bit. You're also going to need a T25, a 7/16 socket, 1/2-inch socket, 9/16 socket, and a 15 socket. Okay, so in your kit, you're going to get 4 frame mounts. You're going to get a passenger side, a driver's side, a rear brow, a front brow, and 5 slats. Okay, so before anything, you're going to want to prep your frame. And you have these frame bolts in the front and in the back. You're going to want to take those off, and they are going to be the 15 bolts and nuts. And okay, so same rules apply for the back. You're going to put your bolts in, washer on the outside, nylon spacers on the inside, and right through the frame. If I can get it, there it goes.
Hand tighten.
Hand tighten.
Do not tighten.
Once you remove this brow here, just like that, it's going to, on the back side, have 2 of these. Now this little tang, per se, is always going to face in, so make sure you keep your left and right as far away from each other as you can, because if you mix them up, it will not work. Okay, so we did this beforehand, but we'll show you because you'll need to know how to do it. So if you look, you'll see your plastic tang. Your top hole, you're going to oversize it with a 3/8 drill bit, and that is going to be placed right here. Now, you have this front metal face of the top of your roof. That hole at the very top is also going to get oversized 3/8, and once that's done, you can drill directly straight through your plastic top, and that will be your mounting point for your front. Okay, after we're done prepping the vehicle for mounting your rack, it's easier to assemble it off your roof and then just go ahead and lift it up there with a friend or a buddy and drop it on. So we're going to start doing that. And okay, so I usually start off assembling the rear brow. So you have a rear side and a front side of your driver and passenger side pieces. So you're going to take your rear brow and your side driver, and you are going to line it up and bolt it together. Here. Okay, so as you can see on our driver and passenger, these do come riv nutted. That way you can just screw your bolts in and you don't have to worry about a nut on the back or anything like that. Okay, once you're done with one side, you're going to go over to the opposite side and do the exact same thing and bolt these side panels up. Okay, so these are also going to be your 1/4-20 bolts. They're the only ones that fit into these riv nuts, so it's really hard to get them confused, but it is a lot of hardware, and I know it can seem intimidating, but it's really not that bad. Okay, once we have all of our slats in, this thing is extremely light, so I usually flip it over just like this and tighten all my slats down. Since you do have your outer frame and your border basically secure, you can go ahead and tighten your slats down, and that won't affect if it's out of square or anything. Okay, now we're going to install the roof rack onto the unit. So you're going to pick it up and place it right on your mounts. And it will fall into place just like so. Okay, once you have all of your nuts on your studs, you can go ahead and tighten down your roof rack. Okay, once you have all your frame mounts tightened down, you can go ahead and put your back brow back on. Okay, once you have your back brow on, now you're going to tighten down your front brow, and that completes your bolt-on rack. Now, on the interior, you're going to do your top headliner. So you're going to reinstall your overhead plastic piece on the front side. Okay, so it does take a little bit of finagling to get this upper plastic on, but it will go back on. You just have to really play with it. And after that, you're pretty much done on the inside.
All right, guys, this is the finished product for the Pack Zero Can-Am Defender bolt-on rack. It's going to be the same thing as the DIY. The fascia, everything is the same. The only difference is we send you a control box to wire up any lights you should choose, whether you choose our lights, pod lights, KC highlights, whatever you want to do, this setup is for you. The next major progression in terms of us videoing is going to be the Package 2, which is going to change the fascia to integrate a 50-inch light bar and include the rear 2 lights. So we're going to show you that next.